What is nga? Well, stick around and find out. Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back. We are continuing our discussion on the Tagalog enclitic particles that are monosyllabic and duosyllabic words that grammatically connect two words that convey different nuances and meanings. They are hard to translate to English and we can only approximate what they mean. They highly depend on context and they add flavor and texture to a phrase or sentence. In this video, I will introduce you to a strange sounding enclitic particle, the particle nga. Say it with me, nga. It's a sound that may be challenging for most people, especially for non-Southeast Asians. You have to imagine that there is something blocking your throat, nga. Now, the syllable is pronounced with a short stop, not an abrupt glottal stop, nga. Nga. Let's try it again. Nga. Nga. Don't worry if you're not getting it for the first time. You'll soon get the hang of it. So, tara, simulan na natin. Let's begin. But before we do that, please be sure that you are subscribed by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you'd be updated of new videos. Cool? The enclitic particle nga is used as an emphatic marker in a statement. It is used to emphasize the subject or the action in a sentence. In English, it has these equivalents: indeed, really, surely, sure enough, truly, and in fact. It is also used as a question clarifier. To understand this particle, let's try it with these simple phrases. Ako nga, I indeed. It's truly I. Ikaw nga, you indeed, it's truly you. Tayo nga, we indeed, it's truly us, including the listener. Kami nga, we indeed, it's truly us, excluding the listener. Kayo nga, you all indeed, it's truly you all. Siya nga, he or she indeed, it's truly him or her. Sila nga, they indeed, it's truly them. Si Peter nga, it's Peter indeed, it's truly Peter. Sina Tess at Anton nga, it is Tess and Anton indeed, it's truly Tess and Anton. Ang guro nga, the teacher indeed, it's truly the teacher. Ang mga estudyante nga, the students indeed, it's truly the students. Ayos ba? So far, so good. Madali lang, di ba? It's easy, right? Now, let's expand those sentences with action words or verbs. Here goes. Ako nga ang gagawa. I indeed will be the one to do something. The particle nga is emphasizing that it is the subject, ako or I, is the one who will do the action. The same principle applies in the following examples. Ikaw nga ang mauuna. You indeed will be the one to go first. Tayo nga ang aalis. We indeed will be the ones to leave. Kami nga ang magluluto. We indeed will be the ones to cook. Kayo nga ang magsasalita. You all indeed will be the ones to talk. Siya nga ang susubok. He or she indeed will be the one to try. Sila nga ang mamamalengke. They indeed will be the ones to go to the market. Si Peter nga ang magmamaneho. Peter indeed will be the one to drive. Sina Tess at Anton nga ang magsasayaw. Tess and Anton indeed will be the ones to dance. Ang guro nga ang magsusulat. The teacher indeed will be the one to write. Ang mga estudyante nga ang magdedebate. The students indeed will be the ones to debate. You can see how the particle nga is positioned immediately after the subject to indicate that it is the subject that the particle nga is emphasizing. If you've gotten through my videos on personal pronouns, you'd notice that the subjects are group 1 pronouns. They are substitute for names of people like you, he, she, they, etc. In my chapter on personal pronouns, we talked about group 3 personal pronouns paired with the oblique marker sa to indicate indirect possession or where an object is located. Adding the marker sa converts the pronouns to yours, his, hers, theirs, etc. Let's try group 3 pronouns as the subject which the particle nga is emphasizing. Sa akin nga ito. This is indeed mine. Sa iyo nga iyan. That is indeed yours. Sa atin nga iyon. That over there is indeed ours. Sa amin nga ang bahay. The house is indeed ours. Sa inyo nga ang pera. The money is indeed yours. Sa kanya nga ang mga alahas. The jewelry is indeed his or hers. Sa kanila nga ang lupa. The land is indeed theirs. Sa guro nga ang lapis. The pencil is indeed the teacher's. Now, let's do a plural subject. Sa mga estudyante nga ang mga libro. The books are indeed the students. The oblique marker sa is replaced with the oblique marker kay and its plural form kina for names of people. For example, kay Peter nga ang susi. The key is indeed Peter's. Kay Marie nga ang bag. The bag is indeed Marie's. Kina Ed at June nga ang mga papeles. The documents are indeed Ed and June's. Kina Ariana at Anton nga ang mga ballpen. The ballpens are indeed Ariana's and Anton's. Group 3 personal pronouns can also be paired with the preposition nasa to indicate where an object is located, like with you, with him, with her, with them, etc. Let's try. Nasa akin nga ito. This is indeed with me. This literally translates as, this is indeed located in me. The same context applies with the rest of the examples. Nasa iyo nga iyan. That is indeed with you. Nasa atin nga iyon. That over there is indeed with us. Nasa amin nga ang aso. The dog is indeed with us. Nasa inyo nga ang pera. The money is indeed with you. Nasa kanya nga ang mga damit. The clothes are indeed with him or her. Nasa kanila nga ang baril. The gun is indeed with them. Nasa guro nga ang lapis. The pencil is indeed with the teacher. Nasa mga estudyante nga ang mga libro. The books are indeed with the students. The preposition nasa becomes nakay and its plural form na kina when the subject is a name of a person. Like for example, na kay Peter nga ang susi. The key is indeed with Peter. Na kay Marie nga ang bag. The bag is indeed with Marie. Na kina Ed at June nga ang mga papeles. The documents are indeed with Ed and June. Na kina Ariana at Anton nga ang mga ballpen. The ballpens are indeed with Ariana and Anton. Ayos ba? Everything okay? Now, we can also use the particle nga to put emphasis on time expressions. Like these, for example. Ngayon nga. It is indeed today. Or it is indeed now. Ngayon nga ako aalis. It is indeed today that I will leave. Mamaya nga. It is indeed later. Mamaya nga siya darating. It is indeed later that he or she will come. Mamayang gabi nga. It is indeed tonight. Mamayang gabi nga kami mag-uusap. It is indeed tonight that we will talk to each other. Bukas nga. It is indeed tomorrow. Bukas nga sila bibili. It is indeed tomorrow when they will buy. Sa Lunes nga. It is indeed on Monday. Sa Lunes nga ang pasukan. It is indeed on Monday the opening of school. Sa isang linggo nga. It is indeed next week. Sa isang linggo nga ang bakasyon ko. It is indeed next week my vacation. Sa umaga nga. It is indeed in the morning. Sa umaga nga si Ed magtuturo. It is indeed in the morning when Ed will teach. Sa tanghali nga. It is indeed at midday. Sa tanghali nga sila kakain. It is indeed at midday when they will eat. Sa gabi nga. It is indeed in the evening. Sa gabi nga sila magkikita. It is indeed in the evening when they will meet up. If you are enjoying this video so far, please be sure to hit the like button because that will help this channel a lot. Alright? And lastly, for this video, we will use the particle nga when seeking clarification by asking a question. For example, ano nga? What is it again? Ano nga ito? What is this again? Saan nga? Where is it again? Saan nga tayo pupunta? Where is it again that we are going to? Kailan nga? When is it again? Kailan nga tayo aalis? When is it again that we are leaving? Bakit nga? Why is it again? Bakit nga siya nagalit? Why is it again that he or she got mad? Paano nga? How is it again? Paano nga tayo pupunta doon? How is it again that we're going there? Can you tell me again how we will get there? Sino nga? Who is it again? Sino nga siya? Who is he or she again? Kanino nga? Whose is it again? Kanino nga ang kotse? Whose is the car again? Ayos ba? As you can see, it's very easy to use the particle nga. I think the only challenge for non-native speakers is how to pronounce it correctly. But then again, that can be overcome, especially by practicing with your Filipino friends, family members, or partners. I have more sample sentences and uses of the particle nga, and I will discuss those in the next video. Be sure to catch that. I will be seeing you again. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.